Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UNC! The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to him on the ground.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hands it off. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back open in the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's what...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He and runs through another guy. Quick step and another broken tackle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got a man, it's Ship. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The hand to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get one to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dances away to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. Smashes through the tackle. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The screen, and watch out. There he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got a step and just dusted the field. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Lopez wants to fire. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Rushes on him. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give to the right. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack. And
turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Slams it ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing.
Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced at a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running backs.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Fareed. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistent.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Complete on the shuffle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lopez to pass. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. UConn going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn will have to punt it away. Slips through the line. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 27 over Kent State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running it to the right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an...
Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Culliver. Oh, what a caught. He's loose down the left side. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here we go. Break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Lopez to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Slip just keeps moving. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got enough for the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, North Carolina! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 18 over Old Dominion. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UConn going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Fareed. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. That's caught. It's Porter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This UConn offense really has it going. Running into the open space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here comes the heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires left. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rotlier. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Running to Green.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your UConn Huskies will take over.
The UConn offense goes back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He leaves it with the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
He is stopped short. Turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Horn. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The give from the gun. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team